Yo, tamo junto guys, what are you guys saying, man? It's your boy Pequeno gang. Welcome to PG's Clubhouse, you know what it is. Today we have a special guest. We have another one, episode 2. We have Vernon van Wyk, the Nama Papi, you know. He's an all-round creative, he's a stylist, he's a event curator, he loves music, homie loves a lot of things, you know. That's why I'm putting him in that creative thing, you understand? He's an all-round creative. But yeah, let's hear what he has to say. Let's see what sauce he also brought. It's gonna bring on the episode. You know what it is. Salute. Hey man, this is PG's podcast.
Oh.
Not podcast. PG's Clubhouse.
Yeah.
Welcome, man. You're the second guest of many.
Of many to come.
You understand?
I'm honored, my brother.
Yeah, man. This is where we network. This is where I find out more about what our personalities do. You know, our celebrities. Do you consider yourself a celebrity?
Nah.
You don't,
I'm just a creative man. I don't think. I don't even want to get that popular to consider myself a celebrity. I just want to do my work.
Yeah.
You know,
push
what I push, get my people on. Whatever project we're on.
Yeah.
Like I just want to be behind the scenes. So
yeah.
I don't want to be a celebrity.
Oh well. Tell us a little bit about yourself, man. Who's Vernon? Vernon van Wyk, the Nama Papi.
Damn. Vernon van Wyk is a young boy from the dusty streets of Rehoboth.
Yeah.
Moved around a lot growing up. I think that also helped me to see, you know, a different perspective.
Yeah.
Got to meet a lot of different people. And I think my creative journey started with music, you know, when I was still managing Kevo. And we started very early. We went to high school together. I think he was 16, I was 17 or 15, 16. And usually we just used to talk about music, but he was already rapping, he was already making music. And I had this knowledge of music and just how to navigate. Although I didn't even know the industry, but I had some thought, I had some ideas. So we dropped maybe like 3 mixtapes in high school.
Shit.
And 2 in high school and 1 after high school. And after that, I came to Windhoek. So while I was here, I was, you know, checking for possible opportunities and platforms in media where we can just, you know, put his name out there, newspaper, radio stations. So when it comes to Windhoek, we are ready, we are pushing. So through that, I got to meet a great friend, Michael Kayunde. When I reached out to the Namibian, he was the one that responded, actually set up an interview for us, went to a lot of radio stations. And those people that I actually met there in my first year in Windhoek, doing media runs for Kevo, some of my good friends in media today. So I think that whole thing set me up to go in all these spaces that I'm in, whether it's events, music, podcasting, whatever. And I think with Kevo and DBS, obviously we made Pandemic here, the culture show. I think, did we do the first one together? But so culture show, that's how we also went into events. We pushed. Hopefully we bring it back soon. I think it was one of the proper hip-hop events that we had. So with culture show, we went into events. And then obviously I got into Nast FM. That's when I started my radio journey. I met Shona there, who I also did off the record. So Shona and Michael, I met them separately like that, and then did off the record. We had a good run. I think it was a necessary run. We had a good run. I think we also started. We opened the platform up when podcast was just starting, like those is it video podcast, whatever. We're still starting, you know. We're one of the first ones to do a proper entertainment podcast, just paved the way. But you know, surprisingly, not many have come afterwards. Disappointingly as well. So would have been nice to see a lot of podcasts come.
100%.
But haven't. But I think in a nutshell, that was the start, and now we have open season, comedy hour,
Come on,
part of the Amos team.
we're gonna get to that, bro. Relax.
My
Oh,
bad,
this
my
guy's
bad, but
giving
yeah.
a whole
I
summary
was telling you
about
my
himself.
life story, bro.
Come
You asked
down,
who is
bro.
Vernon.
Yeah, come down.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you mentioned it because now you lost me, but you're telling a lot of stories there.
Yeah.
How did your love for music come about, bro? Did you grow up listening to a lot of music? Because I've realized and noticed that this guy, you know music, bro. You know your music, bro. You know your artists. You know who you listen
Yeah.
to. You know. So how did your love for music come about?
You know, you just grow up in that household where the radio is always on blast. Whether it's just K-Sam is Tamaranama radio, where
Yeah.
it's like death announcements. After that, it's a youth program. So
Yeah,
it's that. And I have this cousin who used to make music back in the day, like 07, 09, 08. So he was always producing. I was just sitting there. Like,
Yeah.
I'd be in, I'd be in the studio, just me and him. We don't even talk.
Yeah.
Because I'm what, 10 years old, 9 years old.
Yeah.
He's maybe early 20s or late teens. He's just cooking. We don't even talk. In my head, I'm writing my rhymes, but I can't rap for shit. And he never gave me a chance. And he would always play like the 50 Cents, the Kanye's, Ja, you know, the early 2000s hip hop. That's why I fell in love with hip hop and just music. And I think he's the person that shaped me into a love of music and just
Yeah.
so yeah, that's where my love for music came from.
And how about the events, bro? Like, why did you want to start curating events? I know sometimes when you love music, you
Yeah.
also want to curate your own events and put on everyone that you follow, you understand?
Yeah.
And all the Namibian artists that you think are good, that deserve a platform. So how did all that come about, man? Like, why events, bro? Why not something else?
I think when it comes to events,
Yeah.
it's also because of necessity.
Yeah.
You know,
True.
just to make an extra little money, side hustles, whatever. But I think Pandemic was the first one that introduced me to events, had me involved. So I think that's when it started with the culture show, and I was like, damn, we have artists to put on. And it was also about just creating our own platforms and not waiting to get booked. So that's where it started with events.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's your process on creating experiences for people? Like, do you sit down and say, I want to do this for this crowd, man, but then I don't know who to really put on the lineup like that? How is that process?
Yeah, I think in terms of process, it's just like about inspiration, man. If you look at Comedy Hour, me and Akharab were talking. I was like, yo, you know,
Let's
you
do
do
something.
events here and there. Let's do something. Maybe we can help me organize a show, whatever. I was like, yo, let me see what I can do. Let's see, approach a couple of venues. Maybe we can do a one-man show there. Pulled up to Vinyls, and they had something like that in mind. So it ended up being a monthly show. And then, so it came from inspiration where at that point, I didn't even think of doing a comedy show. But Akhara pulled out, I was like, yo, I want to start my comedy, my stand-up career. So what can you do? How can you help me? And then we pushed with open season. Kevo had that idea of like a day event chill. Like, I think way back in, was it 2021, 20, like, but way early. And then we started, when did we start? I think 2022 or 2021. It's a bit hazy. We started open season. And in terms of just curating the experience, it's all about like, for me, when it comes to events, it's like, apart from the drinking, the chatting, what else do people take away after they visit your event? So yeah, what are the memories? So we try to look at just like small activities, small memorable, like small little occasions that people can go home with. And yeah, we try to focus on the experience, man. But in terms of how we start with events, for me, it's mostly about inspiration. And obviously, I try to think from a business perspective as well.
Of course.
Like, obviously, it's gonna be fun, it's gonna be whatever. But like, can we make money from it? Like,
Gotta eat.
Yeah, can we do this event for 5 years in
Yeah.
a row and not just like a one-time thing?
One-time thing, yeah. So is open season coming back anytime soon?
Oh yeah, for sure. I think with open season, it's a bit expensive to host at this moment, and we're not there yet. But yeah, for sure. We're working on a couple of sponsors. We're working on a couple of income streams to fund that. We're actually working on something right now. I can't mention it, but just keep tabs on the open season page.
Yeah. So I interviewed Glenn on the first episode, right? The Chill Up homie. I asked him this question. You need to be honest. Personally, when you are curating events, when you think about events, you think about money as well, right?
For sure.
So are you doing this thing because you are passionate about it, or are you just doing it for money? Why do you curate events?
Obviously, um, for out of necessity, as
Yeah.
well as just I think partially for the love of it.
Yeah.
But for me personally, bro, I do a lot of things creatively because I don't have much to fall back on.
Yep.
Obviously, I study. I'm almost done. Have a job. But for once again, out of necessity, and like I don't have a lot to fall back on. Like
Yeah.
if I lost my job now, what do I have? I have events.
100%.
If I lose these events now, what do I have? I have a job. So I don't have much to fall back on. So it's for me, it's make or break, bro. But there's nothing that compares to just having an event and you just see people having a time of their
I'm
life.
telling you, bro.
Sometimes actually all the time when I have comedy hour,
Yeah.
I never sit like amongst the crowd. I'm always like
At the
standing by
back.
by the door, just checking, and you just look back, just
Yeah.
people laughing, having a
100%.
good time. So a lot of feelings can compare to that, but obviously you wanna
Yeah.
you wanna make the money and
Yeah.
you wanna be able to pay your expenses after that, and you wanna at least leave with something or
100%.
put something back into the business that you can make it grow with.
Yeah.
So if anybody says they're doing it for the love of it, trust me, bro. Events are expensive.
Expensive. Yeah.
So obviously
100%.
you are doing it for the money as
Yeah.
well. Yeah, but we've done so many events where half of the time we take a loss, but we keep going because we believe in that idea, or it's a great concept and we know eventually it's gonna be something. So you
Yeah.
don't make money from the jump, and you have to know that if you wanna go into events,
Yeah.
it's a process, man. It's brick by brick, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, for sure.
100%. So also, what I wanted to say was, like just in general, man, anything you do involves money, bro.
Yeah.
You understand? So you
Yeah.
shouldn't just be there and say, I'm passionate about this thing. I don't really care if money doesn't come in.
Exactly,
Bro,
like
you're gonna cry when the event is not doing anything, bro.
exactly. Even as a director, like I've done so many shoots, I've done so many videos, concepts, whatever, help
Yeah.
people out, and most of them were people I'm close to. Like for the love of it, I'll do it again if I have to.
Yeah, yeah.
But at some point, you wanna pay jive
You
to get there.
understand?
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You need to buy airtime to make calls.
exactly.
Let's say now you don't have airtime to call Pequeno and you're going to a free shoot.
Yeah.
Oh, that shit is so demotivating, bro. You don't know how to move. There's no Zach, and then you
Exactly.
probably told the person, I'll just do it for free for
Also,
you.
it's your
Or they
time and
just
your money
want-
that you put in.
You
Even if you
understand?
have money already, you are taking jive
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
You have to whatever get yourself sorted.
Yeah,
Make sure you look.
100%.
That time you could have done something else, but obviously, again, are you passionate about it? Like I said, most of the things I've done, I'll do it again and again, especially for niggas like you.
Yeah, hey, thank you, bro. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Apart from the music thing and curating events, you know, putting this together,
Yeah.
where does your fashion sense come from, bro?
My fashion sense.
Yeah, because I know, I don't want to be tribalist or anything. I know the Boers, the Coloureds, and the Nama Damara speaking people. I have a feeling these were the first people in the country, but I know.
Yeah,
I
the
know for a
Kwesan, the
fact,
Kwesan,
yeah.
yeah. No,
So-
not the Boers.
Yeah, okay, the Boers probably came after the Khoisan.
Oh no, Khaleds.
Yeah.
Spin Kwesan, and then obviously the
Yeah,
the
but where
Bantu,
I'm trying to
yeah.
go is, these were the first people to really have
That came with a sense of
Yeah.
identity. Yeah.
Despite of like they probably got it from now the Germans and whoever.
Yeah.
These guys came through with a drip.
Okay.
And you are from Rehoboth, bro.
Yeah. Okay.
You are from Rehoboth. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the
Are
niggas.
you saying I'm influenced? My fashion is influenced by where
I'm
I
not
come
saying
from?
it like that. I'm not saying it like that. What I'm trying to say is, your people were the first to come through with the drip. Okay, even if the drip that time wasn't that fire, you
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they were the ones that put stuff together. You understand? They put the animal skin together. They put this together and said, "Eh, this looks nah." Understand? So how do you put your outfit together? What inspires your outfit? And
Yeah.
where did it come about? So the story I was trying to say is like, where did you pick up your fashion sense?
Yeah.
These guys probably got it from during that time you had to cover yourself, bro. So they had to put something together to look good as well, to at least just cover where you're not supposed to see.
Yeah.
Do you understand? I don't know if I'm making sense, guys,
I get
but I'm
it, I
just trying
get
to
it.
put something together.
Yeah.
So where does your influence come from? Where does your fashion sense come from? And what inspires it?
Yeah, I think in terms of the historical thing, I don't know, man. Like I couldn't say for sure, but I just feel like everybody had their own thing back in the
Yeah.
day. Some were recorded, others were not.
Yeah.
And niggas will see a photo of Hendrik Boy in a coat and a nice cape and think,
Yeah.
Namas were dropping back in the, I guess he had some fire drip,
Yeah,
but
of course.
shit for me, my first memory of just like putting fit together and feeling like, yeah, my mom had this thing where she would buy like color coordinating clothes for
Clothes, yeah.
me and my little brother after me. So if he had like it's the same fit, but his is majority like the color is more majority is black. Like he would
Yeah.
wear like a black shorty with a black tee with
Yeah.
a white something on, and mine would be like white with a black thing on.
Yeah.
So I think it came from there where she would just buy color coordinating things. I think that's also where like I got my sense for colors
Yeah.
and putting colors together and coordinating.
Yeah.
And she's also a seamstress, she's a tailor,
Yeah.
designer, but never, did
You
it on
see?
that type of platform. So that's where my style originates from, and I think she's a fashionable lady. but
You see why I asked that, why I had the story
yeah,
first.
hear me out. But she would never compliment me on my style. She would always just look. If I look good, if I when I look good, she would look and smile. That's how I know. But when it's a bit questionable, which I also liked it when I know that's something unconventional, or where I put an outfit together that you don't usually expect. She'd be like, "What are you wearing?" but I'd be like, "No, I know this is hard, and you can't convince me otherwise." So that's also where it came from, and just like early 2000s hip hop. I think consuming that a lot, like the music videos, the content. Yeah, and I have like this thing where I'm not the most open minded when it comes to fashion, but like I'm very, very open minded just to try out new fits. Sometimes I would even put a fit together. I feel a bit uncomfortable, and then I go outside and one person would say, "I like that," and I'm like, "Okay, I actually cooked here," Yeah, so it's also about experimenting.
Okay, cool. So basically, your mom inspired you, bro.
I suppose.
If the Zali didn't bring the colorful clothes
The
that you can
color
pick,
coordinating,
that you can pick from, I don't think you would have been Vernon the Nama
I
Papi
think
right
you
now.
are born with it, man. I think you are born with it. It's either you have it or you don't. That's why you see, no matter how much money you have, you can't buy style.
100%.
You can't buy sauce.
Yeah. Hey.
It's either you have it or you don't. So it's just what it is.
But there are people that get to buy sauce from others, like you styling someone. If I don't have the sauce, I can pull up to you and be like, "Hey man, I have this much. Style me real quick."
I don't think that's buying sauce.
Yeah.
It's just like knowing that somebody else has the expertise to make you look good for a specific occasion. That's why people, if they call me for styling, it's for like an event or for a specific occasion. But like on a day-to-day, they don't dress like that.
Yeah, 100%.
And they don't even leave with that style, So after I style you, you go back to default settings the next day or for the next gig when I'm not there. So it's just like that. But I think if you buy sauce, you look at what's trending right now, then you
Yeah.
go buy those outfits. You look at what other people are wearing, then you go buy that, then you wear the same thing. I think that's what I consider buying style or buying sauce.
And how long have you been in the industry now, in the creative industry now,
In the creative
as a
industry,
whole? Yeah, how long have you been
I would
in it?
say since 2017
Yeah,
or 2017. Yeah, when I actually really started doing like the manager work for Kevo.
yeah,
2018 started at Nast FM. 2020.
yeah,
Oh, was it before that? 2019 got into events.
yeah,
Yeah, it's been a couple of, how long is that? 7, 6, 8? I don't know.
yeah. I also don't like counting,
Do
bro.
the math, brother.
But then also I want to know, during this period of time, how many artists or just individuals have you styled? And can you mention them?
um,
Even if it's not all of them, just mention a few of them.
this fly guy, man, he's a really cool guy called Pequeno Gang. Other dope rapper, Kevo Maro. One of my favorite artists, Kesiti Caron.
Yeah,
They say that he won Artist of the Decade in was 2019.
yeah,
Yeah. One of the pioneers, Gaza.
yeah.
Also did this fashion takeover thing. What was that thing? But it never came out for After Break magazine. It was a nice experience, man. I even got to style girls for the first time.
Yeah.
It was a shame it didn't come out. I don't know what happened to it.
Yeah.
So there was a nice experience. And my friends on a day-to-day, most of my friends, or if a nigga looking fly and you with me, I probably put that on.
You're telling me you also styled Alois Aharop.
No. That's a different.
But the homie is closer to you, bro.
We just have the same style. I think
Yeah.
he inspires me a lot because he has this don't give a fuck vibe about him where he just does whatever he wants, experiments, and even just his whole personality is very inspiring for him because he's very open-minded, and sometimes I wanna try shit like that without even thinking about it. But guys like Officially Poetic, that's my homie. He has at the sauce since way back.
Did you give him the
we also inspire each other.
Did you give him the sauce?
No, never. I wouldn't take credit for it. I just feel like, I inspired him as much as he inspires me.
Yeah. 100%. I have a feeling where Aloy's styles come from Cape Town, bro.
Yeah, he lived there for a while.
And also this thing that you're saying, open-minded, not giving a care about what people say about your drip. I think that comes from Cape Town, bro.
Yeah.
Because I also lived there and I've seen people rock, bro. Like I've seen them rock. Not brands, but just whatever fits and whatever makes you look good. And if you tell them, I don't look wow, niggas don't care, bro.
Yeah. And it's supposed to be like that. I think fashion or style is a form of expression. So you must just wear what makes you feel good.
Yeah.
You know the saying that goes, you look good, you feel good.
Yeah.
Just even a small example. Is this waiter where I throw events? She thought I was gay until I wore this fit. Where she was like, you look good. And that time you must guess what I'm wearing. I'm wearing sweatpants. You know this I was wearing a whole athleisure fit, man.
Okay,
I was wearing a Namibian football jersey with these Adidas sweatpants and sneakers. I was looking like an athlete on the off day. And I'm like, that's the most basic thing ever. Yeah, so come on, the fits I usually wear are very not even flamboyant, but like I don't know, she thought I was gay because of that. So if somebody doesn't call you weird, homeless, gay,
You don't
I don't know, whatever, then your style is not is not it. It's not hitting what it's not doing what it's supposed to be doing. It's not giving.
Yeah. Hey, 100%, bro. So apart now from we covered the music, we covered the fashion,
styling.
fashion events and all of that. Okay, I know you are brass with Alois, bro. But
I'm tired of talking about this guy, man. Is the interview about him?
No, it's you, bro.
Just jokes.
But hey, man, no offense, bro. You are not funny, bro.
What?
You're not funny. Where does the comedy hour come, bro?
Hey, man.
I know you probably, okay, did Alois approach you? Did you approach him? Did you guys just decide at the same time, hey, bro, we have this idea, and then you guys...
When was it? I think it was yesterday. I don't
Yeah.
know, like a day or two before comedy hour. This girl was like, "Why don't you go up on stage? You're so funny." Now I don't know who to believe. I don't know who to believe. No, this facts. I'm funny to the people I'm funny to, but like, I think with stand-up comedy, man, it's a whole different ballgame. It's not easy, bro.
Yeah.
Like, obviously everybody can be naturally funny, can be funny to your friends, but these guys actually write. Like, they would be writing for the moment I tell them, yo, 4th of
Something is happening.
April, and that's like maybe 4 weeks before event, they start writing already. On the day of the event, niggas are still sitting on notes. So it's not just you go on stage.
Yeah.
There are some guys that have that ability. They've done it for so long. They have that ability, like Courage. Because he also does a different brand of comedy where it's more freestyling, joking with people, joking about people, where other guys are more storytellers, punchlines, and so forth. So it takes a lot, man. It takes a lot. And I think where it started was just, again, going back to Akharop, where he wanted to get his stand-up comedy career started. And I was like, yo, as a events guy, can you do something for me? I was like, let me cook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's where it
how's that
started.
experience been so far?
It's been bliss. I think we've had like difficult moments here and there. It's been hard to get sponsors, but we finally have a brand on, and it's looking like it's going somewhere. But I just feel like we're still getting started, and I want to diversify. You know, go on to TV, go on to radio, do skits, the whole thing, man. So we're just getting started. We're still building, but I think it's been a great platform for so many upcoming comedians, so many OGs that haven't performed in a while. We just had Ileka at the last show, who came out of retirement just to do comedy hour, you know. So
That's homie stuff.
that's culture.
The,
Comedy
the,
hour.
the
That's
first time
culture.
I attended was the one you're talking about.
Yeah, the one
I
that we
always been wanting
recorded.
to
Yeah.
go, but then I always think, will I even make it here? At that time, I'm still working with the other official.
Yeah, no,
The one I
you're
mentioned.
always busy, man. So,
Oh, bruh.
it's fair. I
But
get it.
then, when you called me up to go film, I said, I'm gonna make time.
Yeah,
I
I
went
appreciate
there,
that.
bro. That shiny was funny, bro. Especially the last guy, the short one.
Oh, Wilbard. No, he cooked. I think
Homie cook, bruh.
I told him I'm gonna give you this one to headline. You know, we had like a whole veteran
Yeah.
who had a great set.
Yeah,
Everybody on that day killed, but Wilbert, I told him next one,
Yeah.
because he had so many great shows, man. I told him, yo, this is your chance.
Yeah.
Be the main guy.
And how do you find talent, bruh?
How do I find talent?
Yeah.
When it comes to comedy hour,
Yeah.
you go to other comedy shows, you check. Right now we even have a call out for auditions. So if you think you're funny or just wanna try, hit me up. We'll give you a chance. Don't be demotivated. You know, if you're funny to your friends, you might be funny to the whole
Everyone else.
nation. Yeah. So just try. But like, it just scouting, basically, just going to other events, checking and getting these guys on. And sometimes they even call and say, "Yo, I'm so and so. I wanna, try." So give everybody an opportunity.
I know you're not the first one to like have a comedy show, right? But in this new age, you're the first one to get it recognized more than the homies that were probably pushing a few years ago.
I wouldn't say that, man.
Come on.
Yeah.
But I remember there were comedy shows at the Warehouse Theater
Yeah.
that time. Yeah, I think just Warehouse Theater, I believe.
Yeah.
And it was big, but then it fell, man.
Mm.
To understand? And now you are here bringing it back, but then you are even bringing it back with a lot more to offer.
To a different level.
To understand? So what is different from then and now?
I think those guys did a great job, and they're still pushing. They're
Yeah.
still pushing. Shout out to Free Your Mind.
It is free your mind.
Shout out to Free Your Mind. Shout out to Vandu Comedy Club. They've been helpful to our event. Came on, performed, gave some advice. But I think where the whole notion of we brought it back is we were the first to start comedy after COVID. So that's why everybody thought I guess we brought it back, fuck it. But after COVID, we were the first to have a comedy show and do it on a consistent basis. So what sets us apart is like the consistency. Because since 2021, September 2021, we've had a show every month. Maybe in the last 3 years, we probably skipped
1 or 2.
1, 2, 3, 4 months. We usually skip December and January because,
Yeah.
but like I think it's the consistency that set us apart, and also just with social media, it's easier, man. Where it's easier to promote because those guys didn't have that, or it wasn't as popular back then on social media. But they had NBC, they had national TV, so
Yeah.
they did their thing at that time. But right now, I think for us, it's really the consistency and the inclusivity where we have literally every comedian. Like we have comedians from Fluma, we have comedians from Wolf Shack, and those I couldn't be more grateful to those guys because they've been very supportive. When we only paid peanuts, they were like,
Still
we'll
there.
do it for the love of it. So right now, that's why I'm not compromising on paying them a proper fees when we can.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think again back to
Yeah.
consistency.
Oh wait, now that we are wrapping up finally, how many minutes do we have left?
We're done.
But anyway,
Yeah. Last.
last question.
Mm.
How can I put it? What message do you have for the younger Vernon?
For the younger Vernon.
That probably doesn't know what's coming. How will you advise him? Like, what are you gonna tell him? Except Vernon, my massacre, my brother, the future biggie and is tough, but
Yeah.
hold on, and you're not ready for it.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know how you wanna put it, but I know you get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Just be patient. You're gonna meet great people that will just help you along your journey. Because I've met so many people, like every step of the way,
Yeah.
that's been instrumental to my career, my events, or whatever I do. So just be patient. You'll meet the right people eventually. Because we used to struggle getting like the connections to people that actually had the platforms and the
Yeah.
means. So, but right now it's easier. So just be patient. You'll meet the right people, and whatever you want to do, just start. I think that goes for anybody else as well. Whether it's a show like this, whether it's a competing event. If you're passionate about the thing, but there's so many other bigger platforms, just start.
Yeah.
You could, like we started Comedy Hour. It wasn't anything. There were bigger shows.
Yeah.
Just start. I think don't wait for sponsors. If you have the right people around you, if you have like at least 1 or 2 people that believe in you and can put their time and money,
Yeah.
just start something. Yeah, just start.
Yeah, it's what I always tell a lot of people. They always hit me up there on the gram. But I also wanna shoot something like this and that, but I don't have cameras. I'm like, when I started, I didn't have cameras, bro.
Yeah.
I had an iPhone 7. I started the series, bro. Now finally we are here, kinda,
Now,
where
look
we
at
have
that.
2 cameras, and now one cam is not mine, the other one is mine. I had to go borrow. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
But you see about like meeting people as well
Yeah,
on the
you
way.
understand.
Shout out to Didi.
Didi Reloaded Day is.
Yeah. Shout out to 28.
Yeah, man. But anyway, man, thank you for coming, bro.
I
This
know.
is this is the first
Thank you
of
for
many.
having me, man. It's nice to just talk about these things and
Yeah.
just share your experience.
Yeah. The reason why I chose this space as well is because as soon as you sit down and you ask someone a question, they'll feel comfortable, man. The wind is easy, the atmosphere,
Yeah, I know, it's nice.
Yeah,
Thank you
it's-
for bringing me out here. Just
It's
nice
your
to
first
just
time
sit.
here?
No, I've been here before.
You're here with a honey. Do you have a girlfriend,
Nah,
Magic?
family.
Yeah,
I was here with family before, like a while back. I think it was like a birthday thing, but yeah,
Yeah, but do you have a cherry, bro?
more life. Keep pushing. No, I don't.
Guys, the homie is
We're
single.
out of time, bro.
The homie is single. If you want to quick
So
points
is
there.
this, homie. Let's wrap this up. 28.
But anyway, 28, thank you, man. Thank you, Didi. This is the second episode. Probably the third. I don't know who's gonna come after, but let's do this thing, man, guys. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for watching. Salute us to Vernon and Nama Papi. Salute us to everyone that's involved, and salute, man. See you guys next time.
We out. This is the coolest Vernon the Nama Papi, and I'm here on PG's Clubhouse. Check out for it is coming. I'm a stylist, creative, events, and I finally got the opportunity to just talk about what I've been working on, my experience in the industry, and just give some tips here and there for other upcoming creatives as well. So shout out to the team for having me, and I look forward to actually watching this. I might not watch it, but I look forward to it being out there.